Hello, future people, and welcome to the ultimate edition of Great Uncle John's weekly video log. This is episode 52. I have done one full revolution around the sun and fulfilled my resolution of last year to do a weekly vlog. Yay me, if only I had worked on my abs instead. But here we are, 2019. I think humanity will look back in 2018 as a fairly dark year. I personally have a lot to be thankful for, mostly the good health of myself and loved ones, but tragedy was close by and anxiety seemed to hang over many of us like a cloud. Although I was just having lunch and I read a thing in the paper about how much better off the world actually is right now than it ever has been before. So I like to hang on to those little bits of optimism, but I'm also kind of suspicious and figured setting myself up to do something once a week for a year was almost inviting mishap. What is the saying? The gods laugh at the plans of man. But here we are at the end. I don't really have much left to say. I am happy to be leaving my close attention of Trump behind. If we are to regard each year of his presidency as a season of a reality TV show, I heard a good expression the other day. In America, there isn't a state-run media. There's a media-run state. And I think that's true. It's hard to say anything new or original about Trump. He exposed the type of person he was a long time ago, a liar, a cheat, a traitor. But following his chaotic presidency was and is entertaining. I was hoping for a denouement before the end of the year, but it looks like there will be another season 3, I suppose season 4. I guess we could call the 2016 campaign season 1. But even, TV President Frank Underwood was held to a higher standard than Trump, so it's odd that he is still hanging in there. But I feel the die is probably cast. I imagine all that can possibly be known about Trump's illegal business dealings and becoming an asset of the Russians is all laid out by Mueller by this point, and whatever tricks they try to pull to silence the report won't help. I believe we will see an impeachment in 2019, but again, my predictions have proven to be worthless over the past year or two. So I won't even bother recapping the last week. What Trump says is meaningless, really, and what he does is meaningless. His presidency is like a can of whipped cream, devoid of nutrition or substance, but I suppose Trump leaves me with some food for thought, however. As an avowed leftist, I've been to some marches, and they all had sort of an anti-WTO, anti-bombing Syria, anti-globalist theme to them, and it's interesting to see a fascist president espousing some of the same things. And of course, that makes me question all my assumptions. Perhaps I'm more attached to the liberal world order that is crumbling around us than I ever imagined. And I suppose in my fantasy, I saw it being replaced with a socialist sort of setup that would look after people, but it seems like Nazis are also filling the void. So this can only lead to a cultural and ideological showdown. Who knows, though? Maybe Trump's downfall will lead to the collapse of the far right for a while. Politics seems to move like a pendulum, with the right pushing until it swings back to the left again and then back and forth. Personally, over the course of my life, I've seen a drift to the left, a drift towards progressive policies and attitudes towards citizens, and I think it's too strong a movement to be stopped by sort of reactionary MAGA people. But anyway, we'll see. Onward and upward with different projects for myself for 2019. Thanks to anyone who watched even a moment of Great Uncle John. As stated, it was meant more as a time capsule of 2018 for future peoples. And in the moment, much of what I say is just sort of a puerile recitation of the week's headlines. But who knows, maybe in 30 years it will be like an interesting recap of the year. And the events that took place. So take care of yourselves, future people. Give a thought to us living back here in yesterday land who don't know what the hell is going to happen. And here's hoping 2019 will be looking up for us. Later.